Somewhere in the misty hills of Scotland, Gerard Butler's house is a quiet legend, both a refuge and a home. Inside, roaring fires mingle with modern, luxurious comforts, while outside, wild pastures stretch as far as the eye can see. It's where the Hollywood rebel traded the red carpet for solitude. Today, we step into that world, his home, his land, and the quiet life he has built, away from the noise. Gerard Butler is just a boy from Paisley, restless, curious, and always chasing something bigger than he sees it. Born on November 13, 1969, in the soft gray light of the west of Scotland, he grew up with warmth, humor, and quiet resilience. His mother, Margaret, raised him with discipline and faith, but even she sensed it. Her son was never destined for a life of smallness. He studied law at Glasgow University, pursuing a path that promised stability and respectability. His grades were good, his future seemed secure, but his soul yearned for something more. After a brief stint at a law firm, he realized that success without passion would leave him empty. When that chapter closed, it didn't break him, it set him free. What seemed like a setback became the beginning of everything else. London was his second chance. He arrived with a steely determination and a firm belief that life could still throw him unexpected things. He slept on friends' sofas, did odd jobs, and pursued auditions that rarely got a call back. Then, almost by fate, a friend from his days at the Scottish Youth Theatre offered him a small role in Coriolanus. As soon as he stepped on stage, he felt it. The pulse, the freedom, the thing he had been searching for. Small plays turned into supporting roles, and soon his raw energy began to shine through. Appearances in Mrs. Brown and Tomorrow Never Dies were signs of things to come. His performance in Attila the Hun showed Hollywood a man who could handle both power and vulnerability, and Hollywood took notice. Then came 300. As King Leonidas, Butler embodied power at its purest. The voice, the fire, the conviction. It was a performance that rocked the screen and changed his life overnight. But fame has two sides. Success brings noise, pressure, and chaos, gradually blurring the lines between man and legend. In 2012, his life took a different turn, sudden, unexpected, and necessary. What seemed like a fall became a defining moment in his life. He reflected on his recovery, and through it, he was reborn. Butler emerged stronger, driven by purpose rather than pressure. With his production company, G-Base, he began creating meaningful stories of courage, redemption, and endurance. Den of Thieves, Greenland, Plane. Each film, in its own way, reflects how great quiet strength can be, and how powerful the power to heal remains. From law student to global star, Gerard Butler's path has never been a smooth one, but it has always been his. Each new beginning has brought him closer to the person he always wanted to be. And now, far from the hustle and bustle of fame, in the peaceful hills of Scotland, the energetic young man from Paisley has finally found what he has been chasing all his life: peace. Scottish estate, the soul home of a Hollywood warrior. Gerard Butler's home in the Scottish Highlands sits quietly between green hills and drifting clouds. It's not grand in the Hollywood sense. No gates, no marble fountains, just stone, air, and the slow rhythm of nature. The road narrows through the trees, gravel crunching softly under the tires. The house appears suddenly. A stone structure with timber frames, both strong and familiar, like it has always belonged here. On most mornings, Butler takes this path on foot, coffee mug in hand, walking slow, letting the cold air wake him before the day begins. Inside, the light shifts gently from room to room. The entrance hall is wide and bright, the floors a mix of oak and pale stone. There's no ornament, no perfection, just warmth. A wooden bench stands by the wall, an old coat hung loosely above it. The air smells faintly of pine and rain. This isn't a house built for others to admire. It's a place where he can live true to his own emotions. From the hallway, the living room opens out in calm tones of gray and cream. A large sofa faces the fireplace, where flames flicker softly against rough stone. The windows stretch nearly to the floor, framing views of the hills that change with the weather, mist in the morning, gold light by afternoon. Here, Butler spends most evenings reading or listening to music, sometimes with a guitar nearby, sometimes with silence. It's not a space built for display, but for rest. Nearby, a smaller sitting room carries a quieter tone. Dark wooden walls frame a few of Butler's keepsakes, old scripts, framed photos, and a bronze Spartan helmet from 300. At night, he sometimes plays old rock or folk records, the music blending softly with the sound of rain on the windows. It's a simple comfort, steady and familiar. The kitchen is bright and open, lined with pale stone and light wood that catch the morning sun. Soft gray cabinets and steel fixtures give it a clean, modern edge, while the scent of coffee and warm bread keeps it homely. It's a simple, welcoming space where Butler begins his day quietly, watching the mist drift beyond the wide kitchen window. Past the kitchen, glass doors open to a terrace that overlooks the hills. The scene outside is calm. Soft grass, a few wooden chairs, a low fire pit made from stone. Music plays low. The smell of wood smoke mixes with the scent of heather, and laughter drifts easily into the dark. It's not the glamour of Los Angeles, but it's richer in its own way. A quiet that feels earned. Upstairs, the rooms take on a slower rhythm. The master bedroom faces the valley below, its walls painted in muted colors, cream, moss, and slate. The bed sits beneath a large window that opens to the morning light. On the nightstand are a few books, a photograph of his family, and a seashell from a distant beach. Sometimes, Butler wakes early just to watch the fog lift from the hills, a habit that has less to do with discipline and more to do with gratitude. The adjoining bathroom carries the same quiet simplicity. White marble, soft light from above, a deep tub set beneath a skylight. Candlelight often glows along the edge, reflections moving like water across the walls. The space feels still, almost meditative, a small pocket of calm in a world that once demanded constant motion. The loft sits just beneath the timber beams, small but full of light. Its walls are lined with pale wood, and a single window opens to the rolling green outside. A simple desk rests beneath it, the grain of the wood matching the roof above. The space feels calm and honest, built for quiet focus, not display. Butler chose it for that reason. It carries the same raw, steady charm as the land around it. Outside, the rhythm of the land matches the one inside. The garden rolls gently away from the terrace, wildflowers pushing through the grass. A small trail winds past the trees to a hidden shed where his motorcycle waits. When the skies clear, he rides through the open roads, the engine's hum breaking the silence just enough to make it feel alive again. In this place, Gerard Butler has built not just a home, but a mirror of his truest self, stripped of spotlight, shaped by wind, stone, and memory. Every wall, every quiet corner speaks of balance, between fame and solitude, power and peace. Right next to the tranquility of his home, his garage takes on a different rhythm, a place that reflects the style of a seasoned man who finds freedom in the sound of engines rather than in silence. Car collection. It started with a Ford Focus Fastback, modest, solid, and unpretentious. Priced around £25,000, it mirrored Butler himself before fame found him. Grounded, steady, always pushing quietly towards something more. On misty Scottish mornings, he would take it down narrow country roads, rain tapping on the glass, the hum of the engine blending with the pulse of the hills, a rhythm that belonged to both the land and the man behind the wheel. Next came the Lexus GS, sleek and jet black, with a calm confidence that reflected his new pace. At nearly 40,000 pounds, it wasn't a statement of power, but of presence. He drove it through the long nights between shows, or along the beach after a premiere, moments when the smooth V6 engine hummed more poignantly than the applause. The Lexus became his companion, a space between work and peace, teaching him that success could also come from silence. Then came the Porsche Taycan, a car that marked a turning point for him. All electric, luxurious yet compact, costing around 130,000 pounds. It wasn't about showing off, but rather a reminder of precision and discipline. Butler once called it his reset button, something that helped him regain his balance after chaotic days. When he drove the Taycan through the hills outside Los Angeles, he wasn't looking for thrills. He just wanted clarity, quiet, and a little peace. Next, the Range Rover Sport felt most like him. The black paint, the wide stance, the mud on the sides from long drives through the highlands. Everything about it is perfect. Inside, the leather smells of pine and rain, a balance of sophistication and wildness that reflects his personality. Bought for around 80,000 pounds, it is not a luxury but a reminder that he is still the boy from Paisley, just with a longer journey behind him. Each car tells a story about him: ambition, calm, reflection, and return. They are not trophies, but traces of places he has been. Behind those quiet and deserted roads lies another journey, a journey built through years of hard work, choices, and luck. Now, let us explore the fortune he has built from that very road. Income and net worth. The role of King Leonidas earned him nearly 10 million pounds, his first real fortune, carved from years of rejection, auditions, and restless belief. From that moment, acting stopped being just a job. Each role became proof of what persistence could create, the reward for never giving up when things got hard. After 300, everything changed. Olympus Has Fallen turned him from a rising actor into one of Hollywood's most trusted leading men. As both star and producer of the trilogy, Olympus, London, and Angel Has Fallen, he earned between 6 to 8 million pounds per film. But the real victory was control. Through his company G-Base Productions, Butler didn't just act, he built. He shaped his films from the first script to the final frame, earning a share of profits and a place behind the camera. It was a smart move that turned adrenaline into ownership, turning fame into something lasting. Between the chaos of action films, he revealed a gentler side, the man who could break hearts in P.S. Why Love You and inspire loyalty as stoic in How to Train Your Dragon. For the latter, he earned about 2 million pounds per film, but what he gained was bigger: the respect of audiences who saw strength wrapped in warmth. His range, moving from intensity to tenderness, kept his career steady even when the spotlight shifted. Away from the cameras, Butler has built a financial foundation as grounded as the man himself. His Los Angeles home, worth around 5.5 million pounds, balances modern comfort with a sense of calm. His Scottish retreat near Glasgow, valued at roughly 2.5 million pounds, offers something rarer: peace. Together with smaller property investments, his real estate portfolio mirrors his personality: strong, quiet, and enduring. Partnerships have also played their part. Though he's never chased endorsements, he's chosen wisely. Collaborations with Hugo Boss, Festina Watches, and other lifestyle brands bring in an estimated 4 to 5 million pounds annually, keeping his total net worth around 35 to 37 million pounds. But these deals aren't about show, they're about fit. Butler works with names that reflect who he is: classic, reliable, and real. In the end, Gerard Butler's wealth isn't just money, it's proof of endurance. Every pound tells a story of work, patience, and the quiet strength of a man who never stopped building. What defines him most, however, is not what he earns, but what he gives away, quietly and sincerely. Not for the limelight, but for things that truly matter. Philanthropy. His philanthropic journey began far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, in the villages of Liberia, where he joined Mary's Meals, a Scottish charity that provides daily school meals to disadvantaged children. There, amid long lines of children patiently waiting for a plate of rice and beans, Butler didn't just observe, he helped cook, serve, and play soccer with them. Since that visit, Butler has remained one of Mary's Meals' most active ambassadors, helping raise more than £20 million to support the charity's mission. Today, the organization feeds more than 2 million school children every day across Africa, Asia, and Latin America. His involvement isn't just symbolic. He's voiced campaigns, narrated films, and regularly donated to keep the program running. What started as a trip has become a lifelong commitment to ensuring no child goes to school hungry. Butler's compassion runs deep in his family, too. In Scotland, he has long supported children's hospices across Scotland, an organization that cares for terminally ill children. At one of their charity gala dinners, he silently promised to match every pound raised that night, doubling the total. That small gesture, worth nearly £500,000, has helped fund essential medical equipment, family support programs, and months of care for the children who need it most. His philanthropy goes beyond money. Over the years, Butler has given of his time as well as his fortune. He visits schools, participates in local fundraisers, and uses his platform to speak about resilience and community. He has also donated to Save the Children, Artists for Peace and Justice, and disaster relief efforts, including helping rebuild homes in Haiti and California after natural disasters. Each cause he supports reflects a pattern: practical help, done humbly, and from the heart. Throughout that journey, Butler's giving has felt less like an act of fame and more like a way to give back, a way to balance what life has given him by quietly giving back. Beyond fame and philanthropy, Butler lives simply, choosing quiet over ostentation. His personal life reflects a man who finds solace in solitude, purpose, and joy. Personal life. These days, Gerard Butler is living a quiet life, the kind of quiet he's grown accustomed to after years of turmoil. He splits his time between Los Angeles and his home in the Scottish Highlands, but it's the Scottish hills that truly feel like home. Most mornings start quietly. No rush, no spotlight, just a man and his thoughts, finding comfort in the simplest moments of the day. For a long time, his life revolved around movement, film sets, premieres, flights, and short nights. Along the way, he found love with Morgan Brown. Their relationship, which has lasted nearly a decade, is built on understanding rather than demands. They share laughter, challenges, and independence, which keeps them both happy. Despite the breakup, Butler often speaks of the relationship not as an end, but as a new chapter that helped him grow. Proof that love can change, but never disappear. When he's not working, he visits old friends in Paisley for dinners that last until the early hours of the morning. He still cheers for Scottish rugby, quietly shows up at charity events, and spends long evenings by the fire, guitar in hand, playing until the flames die down. He's learned to slow down. In Scotland, he found patience in fly fishing along quiet rivers, waiting for hours in the wind. Now, it all has a rhythm, gentle but steady, as if he's finally found the life he wants to pursue. At this stage of his life, he's not chasing the next role or the next victory. He's simply living, authentically, gratefully, and freely. Gerard Butler's life feels less like a Hollywood script and more like a hard-earned peace. From the noise of fame to the quiet hills of Scotland, he's found balance, not by escaping the spotlight, but by choosing what truly matters. If you enjoyed discovering Gerard Butler's world, from his Highland retreat to the heart that drives him, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. There's always another story waiting behind the next door of Hollywood, and we'll take you there.